You shouldn't even give them no information. This is illegal. This is illegal search.
Did somebody else stop you today?
Don't worry. Don't. He ain't gotta answer no questions. He ain't gotta answer no questions.
Just so you know, I got a body camera.
It don't matter. It ain't on though right now. You didn't press the button. I know law, bro. If you ain't committing no crime, you ain't got no business right here asking no question, interrogating them. This is a legal detain. What crime was committed? Who would they say was watching? Who they said that did it? Who are you looking for? What's the person's name? What's the description of the person, officer? What's your badge number? What's your badge number?
Rosenbaum 161.
161? Okay. I'll be calling your office. They know who I am, Toy Battle. You have suspicion?
I'm not stopping you.
You have suspicion? But you ain't supposed to ask that, though, because you're running them right now in leads.
You're free to go right now.
Yeah, you is free to go. He is free to go. He always free to go. And don't ask somebody else on how with their name without them committing crimes. That is illegal. Y'all time is almost up. All right? Don't ask nobody their name and their ID. That's illegal.
Everybody good out here?
Yeah, everybody always good out here. We only good when you ain't out here manipulating people. Have a nice day. Stop scanning people's names. Find some real criminals.
First up, before we jump into this huge props to Toy Battle, every single time I watch this video, it gives me pride and also chills because this sort of shit occurs daily. It is why Colin Kaepernick, who took a knee to protest racial injustice and police brutality, was kicked out of the No Fun League. Kaepernick started the Know Your Rights Camp. Per his website, Know Your Rights Camp is a free campaign for youth founded by Kaepernick to raise awareness on higher education, self-empowerment, and instruction to properly interact with law enforcement in various scenarios. Toy Battle, the hero in this video, knew his own rights. However, this is just one video exemplifying the injustice. Famous athletes are not exempt from racial profiling. Remember this with Michael Bennett?
At a press conference about an hour or so ago, the police chief point blank saying, Michael Bennett, turn yourself in or we'll come looking for you.
Indicted for injuring a 66-year-old paraplegic woman at the Super Bowl when his brother Martellus won with the Patriots. Michael rushed on the field trying to find his brother. New video evidence came out clearing his name, but the Clay Travises of the world with their racist ways continued onward with the takedown. Lo and behold, Bennett's case was dropped completely. Chief of Staff Vivian King said, "We dismissed this case in the interest of justice." Most importantly, no video of the incident was available at the time, though a police officer acted as a witness. Well, isn't that lovely? Michael Bennett's case is microcosmic of the black community. It's why when some racist piece of shit spray painted the N-word on LeBron James's house, Jason Whitlock said some dumb shit like this.
LeBron, to me here, is embracing his victimhood. This is not the racism that needs to be stamped out in America. Someone spray painting something on a millionaire's home.
He's not a victim in that situation?
Hell no.
He was
nothing.
victimized?
It's nothing. It wasn't that big of a deal. LeBron was inconvenienced, and racism affects the poor, the very wealthy. And for him to sit here and say, no matter where you are, it's tough being black. It ain't tough being LeBron James. This man getting spray painted on his front door that he never saw, his staff cleaned up, it's an inconvenience. It's not racism. It's not being denied a job.
It is racism.
He
They didn't spray paint jerk on his door.
He can speak out and say, you know what? This was terrible. Whoever these individuals were, it was stupid. But the people that really are impacted by this are the poor people who face discrimination.
That's why I think he was speaking for them.
By Jason Whitlock's standards, racists can't be racist against you. So when the Associated Press questioned 56 football players at the Pro Bowl, 100% of them who are black experienced racial profiling. Gerald McCoy, for example, former Tampa Bay Buck and current Carolina Panther, said, "It happened to my wife in the past couple of years. She got pulled over. She was driving a Bentley, nice neighborhood, and they pulled her over. All her stuff was right, and they just didn't have any reason. It just wasn't right." NBA player Mike Scott, along with his brother, were victims of racial profiling. The judge signed a ruling that suppressed the evidence because the deputies did not enforce the law in a racially neutral manner. The county sheriffs did not have adequate reason to stop the car nor arrest Scott, nor search his vehicle. Remember in Bennett's case, a police officer acted as a witness? Well, the judge focused special attention on Brent Register, a deputy who had acted as a key witness in the case. To start, Register had provided testimony that was in contradiction to admitted documentary evidence. The arrest of Scott had been part of a larger pattern for Register, who between 2015 and 2016 had pulled over 1,400 vehicles, leading to 47 arrests. Of those 47 people that Register had arrested, 44 had been minorities. Former Milwaukee Buck and current Cleveland Cavs big man John Henson, UNC, was racially profiled as employees locked the front door of a jewelry store and ran to the back of the store to call the cops. Killer Mike, one half of Run the Jewels, spoke on how, to TYT, even after desegregation, there's still so many issues that are unaddressed.
If you fast forward to desegregation, we earned the right to have our full rights recognized as human beings and as Americans, but what we gave up was the power of keeping our dollar in our community. When people say, hey, Black Lives Matter, and you pop up and say, hey, all lives matter, you're being a butthole. Because what you know that person is saying right in that moment, that it feels as though a member of the proletariat and state killing us, that state is able to kill us easier, that our life matters too. And you know that, you have the understanding as an adult with the nuances. So when you say all lives matter and you let children hear that, you begin to say other people's problems don't matter.